Hey y'all, I'm Allie, and if you are new around here, thanks for joining us. Today I thought it would be fun to record my reaction to a commercial that was just put out by a fast food company, Burger King. Apparently it's been very controversial on social media, and I have not yet watched it, which I think I'm probably one of the only people that hasn't, but I thought it would be fun to watch it with you guys and record my reaction and then debunk any of the myths that the commercial puts out there, because I've heard that it's a lot. Also, shameless plug real quick, Ag Chicks does have new apparel. If you would like to purchase your own Ag Chicks fashion forward items, check out the link in the description box, or if you're watching this on Instagram, the link in my bio to get your very own. Let's jump into this video. Okay, here we go. Here's my reaction. Let's hit play. I'm a little bit nervous. Isn't that the Yodel kid?
Yes, I'm nothing of the past. It's a greenhouse gas that'll trap the sun and change our climate too. Gee, is it hot in here, or is it just me? So to change our emissions, Burger King went on a mission, testing diets that would help reduce their farts. That's a start. And when I had a question that it's health and cow suggestion, adding planted grass so they can play their part. Reducing methane, and the scientists have proven that it works. Reducing methane, we can reduce emissions by more than a third.
My cow ain't farting. Must be me.
Reducing methane, and the formula is free and open source. So join it. Reducing methane,
Low carbon land.
got the cow kids singing for a better world. Got the cow kids singing for a better world.
Okay, so my initial reaction to this is I'm not really sure what it has to do with Burger King, especially if they are proposing through this to not use cows in burgers, which is a bit of a controversial debate in its own, just because the word burger is in the name Burger King. Let's dive into this though, in the order of inaccuracies that were portrayed. The first thing I want to talk about is sustainability. Sustainability has been a huge buzzword lately. So what does it mean? By definition, it means the avoidance of depletion of natural resources in order to maintain ecological balance. With that, greenhouse gases and climate change come into the conversation. But how does that relate to cow farts? Well, first, cow farts are not the issue, burps are. Cow burps. The poor gassy cows have been under scrutiny for years, so this is really nothing new for cattle producers to be facing. But even so, the methane created by cattle burping is one of the lowest forms of methane release. Here's a chart that demonstrates the largest, which, shocker, it's not cows. Also, it's important to understand the relationship between carbon dioxide and methane. Methane is a short-lived gas compared to CO2, and it only remains in the atmosphere for about 10 years before it starts to break down and gets recycled back into plants. Then, the cows eat the plants and convert it. However, CO2 is a gas that builds exponentially and remains in the atmosphere for over 1,000 years. Methane is part of the biogenic carbon cycle and actually balances out and can even generate cooling effects. So really, when a cow burps, it's actually helping climate change, not the other way around. And final thing I want to touch on is the portrayal of farmers being uneducated hicks that allow their cows to just fart wherever they want, when again, in reality, the burps create the methane, which really is cooling, but I'll digress because I think we talked about it enough already. Most farmers have at least an associate's or bachelor's degree or have worked besides their families learning and running farms for generations. At the end of the day, farming is a business, and simple business factors must be applied: supply and demand, cost and efficiency. I have never met a farmer who didn't understand economics. In fact, some of them should be teaching economics at universities because they have real-world experience that impacts their daily lives. Not to mention the physics, engineering, and electrical knowledge in operating equipment, the chemistry of mixing compounds to safely use on crops, medicine knowledge to treat sick animals, math and statistics of creating feed ratios and crop planning, meteorology for working with weather, research and development for new technologies and creating the best possible products for consumers. I could go on, but my point is that farmers and ranchers are brilliant, and they deserve more credit for putting food on your table. So my final thoughts on the overall commercial is that it's catchy. There's some good choreography in it, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that they used kids, that was to play into your emotional toll as well. Is it the worst thing I've ever seen? No, but it's also continuing to spread misinformation about agriculture, and that's where it bugs me. So, like I said, overall, not the worst thing I've ever seen, but I wanted to make sure that the misconceptions that were portrayed in it, I backed up with some facts, and hopefully you got some entertainment out of me reacting to it. I know I didn't have the biggest reaction because I honestly was trying to listen to the words that they were saying, but that was my verdict on the situation, and thank you for watching. I hope you got some great information out of it. If you don't already, please make sure to follow us on social media or subscribe. It really does help a lot, and we will see you in the next video.